Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to WHPC Television. Today we have an exciting newscast for you. We have breaking news. We've received word that a teacher has caught fire. Emily has live coverage from California. Emily?
Thank you, Justin. This just in, teacher catches fire. A 5th grade teacher from central Los Angeles by the name of Rafe Esquith was helping one of his students light her alcohol lamp for a science project. He was so focused on helping this little girl that he didn't even realize that his own hair was in fact on fire. After the incident, Esquith was oddly in high spirits. When asked why, he explained that just the other day he was contemplating whether or not he wanted to get out of teaching. He was feeling discouraged and unmotivated. Once this fire happened, he realized that he was meant to teach. That day he vowed to always teach like his hair is on fire. Back to you, Justin.
Thank you, Emily, for the in-depth coverage. Rafe Esquith is known for his amazing teaching abilities. In Mr. Esquith's class, which he calls Room 56, he teaches his students lessons that will stay with them for their entire life. Due to his own financial troubles in the past, Esquith has come up with an economical system for his classroom. Now we send it over to Mackenzie, who is live at the Convention Center where Esquith is giving his speech. Mackenzie?
That's right, Justin. We are here at the Convention Center where Mr. Esquith is giving his speech and telling everyone about his economic system that he uses in his classroom.
If you go up to most kids in school who are doing something and you say, "Why are you doing that? Why are you doing this math? Why are you working on this essay?" You know what the kids will say? "Because my teacher told me to. I have to." Sometimes they say, "I don't know." I teach my kids to say something different. If you ask a Hobart Shakespearean, "Why are you working on it?" the kid will say, "If I know this skill, my life just got better." It's all about their life, not about the test and not about the grade. And I'll give you an example of one thing I do in my classroom that's been very successful. We have an economic system in my classroom, and it works like this.
On the first day of class, he gives the students job applications where they apply to have several jobs throughout the year in his classroom. The jobs are a janitor, and that's a few students that are keeping up with designated areas to keep them clean. 1 student scrubs the sink daily, 2 students sweep the floor daily, and others were cleaning desks and other items. This gives Mr. Esquith plenty of time and devoted to teaching instead of cleaning. He also has 2 students that are known as the graders. They grade all spelling tests and grammar tests, which Mr. Esquith provides the test key. Also, there are students known as the messengers. These students are great at speaking and listening, and they are responsible for running errands and delivering oral messages to other teachers and school staff. There are also several police officers. They have several duties, and each patrol their area of the room. If students broke class rules, the officer keeps a record of the infraction and the student was given a fine. There's also several video monitors. They keep collection of the video neat and organized, and when students check out a video, they keep the record and make sure the students return them. Also, there are recyclers, are responsible for taking recycled materials from the class to the designated area at the school. Some students are known as the attendance monitors. They silently take attendance each morning and accept notes for returning students and file them in the cabinet. The clerk is responsible for passing out and collecting papers. Also, they kept all materials organized and stored away in the proper cabinets. The ball monitor takes care of the athletic equipment, and their job is to store the equipment in the correct place, neatly and organized. The librarian was in charge of the class library, making sure all books were neatly stacked. When students checked out, they're responsible for making sure that the books get checked back in and put in the correct place. Each student is paid for their job the last Friday of each month. Each student receives a check created by Mr. Esquith. The students learn how to make deposits, how to fill out checks, and keep a record of check to learn how to keep a balanced bank records. Mr. Esquith believes this idea is making a difference in students' lives and also teaching them life lessons they will be able to use in the future. Now back to you, Justin.
Thanks, Mackenzie. In other news today, our very own Courtney has live coverage from a local public school where a young boy is having trouble solving a problem. Courtney?
Thank you, Justin. I am here reporting live from a local public school where a young boy has just been found in the classroom sitting all alone, looking puzzled. When asked what was wrong with him, he said that he was having trouble solving his problem. Luckily, a young lady from room 56 came to the rescue. She provided him with a book. On the front of it read, "The Problem-Solving Bible." When he opened it up, he read, "Step 1, understand your problem. Step 2, choose an appropriate strategy. And Step 3, solve the problem. Final, Step 4, analyze." He used this and was able to solve his problem. He is no longer sitting in the classroom looking puzzled. Thank you, room 56. Now back to you in the studio, Justin.
Thanks, Courtney. We will conclude today with a human interest story that will touch the hearts of many teachers. We will now send it over to Emily with the conclusion. Emily?
Rafe Esquith has a heartwarming story about a student that he used to teach years ago. Janet was in his 5th grade class. He asked her to be in one of his Shakespeare plays her 5th and 6th grade years. She is now a student at the University of Notre Dame and wrote an inspiring essay. Her whole essay is about her best years in Esquith's class and being in his plays. She said that she learned her most valuable lessons during those 2 years. Janet explains how horrible the environment was that she grew up in. Her 5th grade classroom, which was room 56, became her safe haven. It was a place of joy and happiness, and a place where fear and troubles disappeared. Still today, she thinks back and resorts to room 56 to find happiness. This should encourage all teachers. They might not see direct results, but they do change lives. Back to you, Justin.
Thanks, Emily, for that heartwarming story. Well, that concludes today's news class. Thank you for watching WHPC, and stay thirsty, Mobile.